Alright, hello Jenny. This is the yoga video that you're not going to show to anybody else because I hardly have any makeup on. Well, so we're going to start with a sun salutation and pretty much just do what I do. You can't really see my arms above my head, but when you can't see my arms, then that means they're above my head. So you're going to start down here and lift up, and you're going to curve your back as much as you can and stretch your back up and then curve it up and just do a bunch of these. This is like a good warm-up. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to do an easy, simple sun salutation. So stand up at the front of your mat, and you're going to reach down to your feet as far as you can go. And now make your back straight, so your hands are on your thighs right here, or on your knees. Make your back straight and stretch out your back forward as much as you can. And now go back down again. And then you're going to reach all the way back up. And down again. And you're going to spend a lot longer in these, poses than I am. I'm going through it pretty quickly. So we just did down, up, down, all the way up, all the way down again. Now, flat hands, jump back to the back of your mat. And now you're going to lower through, lift up your chest like this. Hopefully you can see me. And then see my toes. Okay, I'm going to stop here. So that pose that I just did was called downward facing dog. So pretty much you're on your hands and your head is like this, and your toes are on the mat. So watch it again. And the longer you can stay in that pose, it's called downward facing dog, the longer you can stay in that, the better. Because eventually that's going to be the resting pose. So go in your downward facing dog, and then you're going to lift up one leg. I don't know if you can see me that well. And then you stuff it in between your hands. And this is called the runner's lunge. So you lunge as far as you can, with your hands still on the ground, and your foot back here, reaching back through your heel of your left foot, and forward through your knee of your right foot. And now lift up, keep your right foot bent, and flatten your left foot. Hopefully you can see my left foot. It's like this, flat on the ground. And then you're going to lift up your hands and stay in this pose for a little while. And then open up into this pose looking forward with your hands out, and do a nice back stretch, backward stretch. And then you're going to windmill your hands forward, hit the mat again, put your leg back, and go through the push-up. Up. This is called Cobra. And then back into downward facing dog. I'm going to pause you. Okay, so we're in downward facing dog right now, and I'm going to go through again really quickly the other leg. So we just did the right leg, and I'm going to go through the warrior series with the other leg. Okay, once you're done with both legs, and remember, do this a bunch of times and do it kind of slowly, like I went through it pretty quickly. You go through it slowly and stay in the poses as long as you can, because it'll build up your endurance. So you're back in downward facing dog, and you're going to hop or step forward and go to your flat back again, so your hands are resting on your knees, and then go all the way down. Just stay there for a second, and then go all the way up with your arms up like this, and then swan dive forward. And then you're going to go through the whole thing again, putting your flat hands on the ground, hop back, lower through, up, and up into your downward facing dog. Okay? And then you just go through the whole cycle again, you know, lifting your leg, putting it forward into the runner's lunge. Basically, watch the video again and do it. And you will be very achy the next morning.